morning, Abby, it's Thursday, and it is Random Acts of Kindness Week, yay! And so I was wondering, what should I do for a video about this? And I was thinking, there are a lot of times where, like, people need someone to tell them something, but no one will tell them that thing. So, today, I am going to do some random acts of kindness, and I'm going to tell y'all some things that people really should tell you, but that people won't, because, I don't know, people are jerks. And I'm going to base this off of things that I know that I need to hear, and that I sort of have heard, and I'm sort of self-aware of, but at the same time, I can't really believe because complicated stuff, and hopefully by chanting them into a webcam enough times, I will eventually begin to believe them, and at the same time, you'll be believing them, and it's gonna be great, guys. Let's just go. So, you've probably heard of a Harry Potter musical. If you haven't, it's a musical, except it's about Harry Potter, and it's very weird. And so the people who made that made a musical about Star Wars. And it's basically exactly what you would expect. It's called Annie, and I highly suggest you look it up. It's very weird. Like, I'm not even a Star Wars fan. I don't know jack about Star Wars. But, like, even to me, it's weird. But at the same time, it has so many, like, actually relatable life lessons in it, and it's one of the most inspirational things that I've ever seen in my life. Like, there's one scene that, like, literally almost makes me cry every single time I watch it. Just go watch the thing right now. You will know which scene I'm talking about. Although, do not watch it in front of your parents or younger siblings, because it is kind of inappropriate. So basically, in this musical, Darth Vader is like this 56-year-old overweight guy with a kind of New Yorkish accent, and he's like kind of depressed, and he's stuck in a government job that he hates. And so the Emperor takes on a new apprentice. Her name is Mara Jade. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he later finds out that Mara gave up her dream to become the Emperor's apprentice. And then Annie says to her, Mara, take it from a spectator. Life is not a spectator sport. And I'm sorry, but who in the world does freaking Darth Vader, the freaking leader of the Sith Empire, have a better outlook on life than I do? This is unacceptable. The thing is, Annie is 100% right. You cannot just sit around wallowing in your own misery, being a lazy and apathetic sloth. Like, sloths look cute, but, like, their life kind of sucks. You need to have something to put your energy into and to just do. Like, whether it's just, like, doodling in a sketch pad in your room alone, or whether it's taking care of a family member who can't take care of themselves, or whether it's making a really stupid year-long video project with your friend who you're moving away from. You need to have something to care about. You need to have something to live for. And, like, I'm not telling you to just constantly be working on everything and being on an energy high, because that's not healthy for a person to do, but it's also not healthy for a person to sit around and do nothing but eating and watching YouTube videos and reading books and doing whatever it is that non-nerdy people do with their time. Very few things, if any, in the universe are 100% this or 100% that, and basically all dichotomies are false dichotomies. If only the Sith deal in absolutes, then only the Sith are complete freaking idiots. Although saying that only the Sith are complete freaking idiots is an absolute in itself. So I really just called myself an idiot. Seems appropriate for the next thing that we're about to talk about. So often in, like, my daily life, I see people, including myself, I must admit, obsessing and worrying over, like, small things and worrying that it's going to be, like, the end of their life. And, like, I mean, I should expect that because I spend 90% of my time interacting with teenagers, and we're a bit insecure if you haven't noticed. But, like, just a casual reminder here that, like, on the whole, you are okay. You're doing a good job. You can breathe. Unless you're Hitler, in which case, how are you even watching this video? You're dead. No one likes you. Get out. But think of it like this. The average human lifespan is, like, late 70s-ish, like 78, I believe, is the number. So, like, if in your, presumably, 78 years, the absolute worst thing that you ever do is get a D on a math test in 9th grade, you are living an amazing life. Like, there are plenty of worse things that you could do with your time. Like, for example, you could, I don't know, if the power of your own stupidity lead to the death of the closest thing to a father figure that you ever had. I'm looking at you, Harry freaking Potter! But even if you did do something as bad as that, you have probably learned from your mistakes, and you're never going to do that again. Coincidentally, Harry Potter didn't do that. He just irrationally blamed all his problems on Snape for absolutely no mother-trucking reason. God, he really is like his father, isn't he? But above all else, just remember this. I have a few inherent beliefs about life that I sort of cling to irrationally, because if I don't, then I'm, like, going to go completely freaking insane, and you don't want to see that. And one of those is that humanity is inherently good. We do a lot of bad things. We burn the climate. We kill animals. We make entire species extinct. We don't help each other out. This is getting long-winded, you get the point. But we do have the overwhelming potential to do good things. We don't always act on it, but we do have the potential. And that applies to you too. You are, at your core, a good person. You learn from your mistakes. You are resilient. You fight back. You don't make those same mistakes again. You are smart and creative and wonderful in your own unique and special ways that no one else is. And most of all, there is someone out there who likes you. You may not have met them yet, but there is someone out there who appreciates you and cares for your well-being, and that person needs you to be alive. So stay alive for them. Abby, I'll see you tomorrow.